is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Dropping back, it's Garrett. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Now the pitch. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Badgers will put total weather to crank us up. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handoff to the single running back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to get the corner. Breaks the tackle. Slithers into space. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Garrett. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Reads it, fires complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but
got room on the return. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. They move the chains on the ground. Fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's good enough. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Garrett. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Washington! A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 14 to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Looking downfield on first down. On the run, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. Didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Malls. This one's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking for room. It's Anthony. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He'll do it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit, oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Garrett. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Badgers getting that pass rush from the second level like they did with a T.J. Watt or his brother who played up front and transferred from Central Michigan.
They've had a long list of guys, and it's funny.
He tries to take the top off. Catch inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turns it on in midfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Badgers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rides the back on the option to give. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Handoff from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Badgers will hustle to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Makes the catch. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Badger! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the... He's going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't wake up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it.
He'll take the deep shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Wants to throw. It's Smalls. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gets the back moving. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete on the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Snap to the up man. It's a fake. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, first and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Back to pass, it's Garrett. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He makes a grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield very late in the half. He lets one fly deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Snagged in the middle. It's Goodman. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Garrett. Unloads it downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
The Badgers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Fights off the defender. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On 1st down from their own 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to pass, it's Garrett. Makes the grab. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Now on the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking downfield, it's Smalls. Rushes on him. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Badgers headed quickly to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. This time it's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That's reeled in. It's Isaac. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Dropping back, it's Smalls. Looking left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner is stopped. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Complete to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Garrett. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got his man quickly. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Washington. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. There he goes. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Toss to the outside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Could Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Line getting set on second down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan.